7 top Web 3.0 coins to purchase in February 2022. The modern internet, colloquially known as Web 2.0, has been around for nearly 2 decades. However, as technology involving data sharing and management continued to evolve, particularly with the development of blockchain technology, many now believe that the internet is ready to take the next step in its evolution and transition to Web 3.0. The technology required to make it happen isn't quite there yet, but it's getting closer with each new update, breakthrough, and project devoted to making it happen. Currently, the crypto industry is home to a slew of Web3 projects, and as word spreads about their efforts, more people are drawn to them and the concept of the decentralized internet. With that said, here are some of the most promising projects in this space that you might want to consider investing in this February. Number 1. Helium. Helium, the first on our list, is a blockchain network focused on the Internet of Things, IoT. As most people are aware, the Internet of Things, IoT, refers to a wide range of devices that can connect to the Internet and serve a variety of functions. Sensors and cameras, smart devices used to set up smart homes, and a plethora of other things and gadgets are all examples. The project's goal is to develop a new network that will allow these devices to connect to the Internet and communicate with one another. To accomplish this, the project makes use of its community members by allowing them to add their devices as hotspots that distribute their regular Internet connections. As a result, IoT devices could connect to this enhanced version of the Internet and send data directly to the blockchain, even in areas where cellular networks or traditional Wi-Fi are unavailable. In exchange, those who use their devices in this manner will be mining the project's native cryptocurrency while also receiving it as a reward for their efforts. Number 2. Polkadot. Polkadot is an open-source multi-chain protocol that could lay the groundwork for the future Web3. Polkadot was founded to address the crypto industry's scalability issues after witnessing how much Ethereum struggles with it and how negatively it reflects on the height of its fees. Polkadot devised its own solution, parallel chains known as parachains that run alongside its main blockchain and offload some of the work that the blockchain must complete. As a result, the main chain is not overburdened, allowing the network to remain responsive. Polkadot's parachains, on the other hand, enable the project to connect to other blockchains and connect these previously isolated ecosystems into a massive blockchain network with Polkadot at its heart. It is attempting to connect all blockchains into a single internet, which is essentially what Web3 was envisioned to be. Number 3. Ocean Protocol. Ocean Protocol, ranked 3rd, is a blockchain-based ecosystem dedicated to assisting individuals and businesses who want to reclaim and monetize control of their data. As previously stated, data is today's most valuable and important asset, and as such, it is sought after by every entity operating online. Companies want it for marketing purposes, governments want it to detect potential threats, and hackers want it to steal money from people. The worst part is that all of the data that these entities want to collect is already out there, ready to be taken, with the users who own it powerless to stop it. Ocean intends to change that by empowering users and providing them with ownership and control over their data. It wishes to resolve the Web 2 data issue and completely eliminate it in Web 3. To accomplish this, users will be able to choose who has access to their data, when, and for how long. Those who want to access user information will also have to pay for it. Number 4. Theta Network. Theta Network, a blockchain-powered network designed for video streaming, is about halfway down the list. The mainnet of the network operates as a decentralized network, allowing users to share bandwidth and computing resources on a peer-to-peer basis. As a result, the project's goal is to decentralize video streaming and take market share away from streaming behemoths. The streaming industry, in its current form, is completely centralized, has a subpar infrastructure, is prohibitively expensive for end users, and creators are compensated insufficiently for their efforts. In other words, it's a bad overall experience that comes at a high price, and Theta Network intends to change that. Its strategy is to break down barriers between content creators and their viewers. Theta, the project's token, will be heavily relied on for various governance tasks. Number 5. Chainlink. Chainlink is the next stop on our journey. Chainlink is a very important project for Web 3.0 because it was the first to develop a very important solution that solved the problems that smart contracts were experiencing across the blockchain industry. Smart contracts, as you may know, are self-executing digital contracts built on the blockchain that enable the creation of all other blockchain products, such as dApps, DeFi protocols, NFTs, and others. However, in order to function and self-execute when necessary, they must first be aware that the contract's terms have been met. Unfortunately, because blockchain ecosystems are isolated and exist in their own little bubbles, there is no way for them to know. Chainlink created an oracle network to solve this problem by collecting data from the real world from multiple sources, comparing it for authenticity, and then feeding it to smart contracts, granting them the necessary information that allows the contracts to decide whether or not the terms have been met. Chainlink can use the same principle to share data between chains, enabling interoperability for the project with which it was integrated. Number 6. Kusama. Kusama is a blockchain project that serves as a testing ground for new projects and protocols. It was created primarily to provide a highly scalable and interoperable framework for developers looking to introduce new ideas and concepts in novel ways. Instead of testing these protocols on top of the project's mainnets and potentially clogging the network, they can use Kusama, which has a codebase that is nearly identical to Polkadot. Many people believe it is a clone of Polkadot, or at the very least its wild cousin. The network's value to developers is obvious, but it's also a good network for investors. As a testing ground for new concepts, it provides an ideal opportunity for investors looking for new opportunities to learn about the most recent projects, some of which have great potential. If investors keep an eye on what is being developed and tested on Kusama, they will be able to easily uncover hidden gems of the crypto industry that have yet to go live. They can then invest in such projects early and profit when their prices skyrocket as the rest of the crypto world recognizes the new project's worth. Number 7. Filicoin. Filicoin is the final but not least. This is a project that works as a decentralized storage system and has the potential to replace modern cloud storage services. The blockchain's capacity to store information piqued the interest of the project's developers. Not to mention that all stored data is completely transparent and unchangeable. This method of storing important data is viewed as a very futuristic way to do so by the project, and it is fully supported. Filicoin believes that the future of information is critical, and it is not mistaken. However, it also concluded that there are no adequate methods for safely storing data, so it invented its own. Filicoin, which was created in 2014, began as an incentive layer for the interplanetary file system, acting as peer-to-peer storage that allowed for decentralized data storage. In essence, it is similar to how cloud storage works, with the exception that cloud storage is fully centralized, whereas Filicoin's design does not include any centralized authority with control over the system or data stored within. Conclusion. That brings us to the end of our list of the top 7 Web3 coins available for purchase right now. With Web3 being the crypto industry's current obsession, projects working to make it a reality are likely to garner a lot of attention in the near future. Everyone looking for new opportunities will begin investigating them in order to find the one with the most potential, and we believe that all of the coins featured previously fall into that category.